So hi, my name's Josh. I'm from England. I'm an international student here at ANU. I study marketing. Like every English person wants to move to Australia, the beaches, the sun. Fell in love with the place, had a tour of campus, and I've been in Canberra for the past 3 years. Please can I get one cappuccino, please?
Yep.
Just a drink here.
So $3,
Thank you. Should I have a look at the camera, by the way, or not?
Yeah.
So I started off at Uni Lodge, loved it there, just felt it was time to move on after a couple of years, so I moved out to Braddon. So it's only about 5 or 10 minutes walk from campus. I literally live right across the road from where I worked, so it was perfect. A little bike ride to campus. It's cappuccino. Normally I put a bit of sugar in there. Are we recording now?
You're recording.
Get your coffee from Big Nelly's, it's awesome. So probably my favourite subjects would be international marketing, which I just did this last semester. So that was really practical. And then did a course at uni called Entrepreneurship and Innovation, where we wrote my first business plan. So it was a bar training business. And that's when I realised, yeah, this is like actually a feasible business idea. I became good friends with my lecturer and tutor at the time, Camillo. So Camillo's great. He's one of these guys with hundreds of different ideas just floating around in his head.
My name's Camillo Patoshnia-Goxman.
That's how you say it.
That's how I say it. Last year, Josh took the entrepreneurship course. So off the back of that, we said, hey, well, what we could do is have a bit of a meetup that allows students, other entrepreneurs and people from the community to come and engage.
In a social setting.
In a social setting, yeah.
Sort of casual environment.
Yeah. You know, how do we break down the barriers for students to start seeing themselves as potential entrepreneurs? There were some really great standout ones. You remember the one where you made the mold?
Yeah.
The mulled cider?
We made like a pot of mulled cider. All it takes is that one side and everyone gets in the groove.
So some of the kids were talking to Josh about his experience in the hospitality and bar industry. That was really interesting, just from a teacher's perspective, to see current students engaging with previous students and really extracting sort of the experience.
Yeah, I don't think you realise at the time what sort of opportunities are there.
Yeah.
If someone was to ask me in 10 years, like, where did you first start learning about how a business runs or how to, a business plan? That's definitely down to Camillo. Outside of college, I am the marketing manager for the Parlour family. So it's a series of 3 businesses. I started off just working behind the bar, and then the owners of the company were looking for someone to take over the marketing position. And I put my hand up. I've always been trying to take as much as possible from it. For example, I'll go into the office and the accountant will be there paying the weekly invoices, and I'll try and have a chat with him about how the business operates, So I remember doing the first accounting course. So every commerce student will do it, balancing out the spreadsheets. And then I see a real profit and loss statement, and all of a sudden I'm in charge of the business. This is when I was at Nitro, was like, holy sorry. Like, this is actually, I'm responsible for this now, The money's coming in here, all the costs, and I've got to make sure they're all above board. He's my mentor,
He teaches me about cocktails, I'll teach him about
yin
wine.
and yang. Cocktails are one of the big passions of mine. I think it's partly the theatre of it. The big part about being behind the bar is confidence or telling a story. That's the number one thing. Give them a good story. It creates that experience for them it's great to see. To be honest, I never really thought of myself as an entrepreneur. I guess in my mind, I always thought an entrepreneur was the guy, selling candy to his friends. But just recently, I joined up with 2 friends, Dallas and Patrick, who started Capital Cocktails. So it's a mobile bartending business based here in Canberra. When I got on board, I sold it as bringing some training, some menu development. The main thing is teaching confidence behind the bar. We did launch of the National Gallery of Australia. They had a new exhibition. We've got to have fun with it, So we dress up, we want to add a bit of flair or fun to someone's event, or whether it's shaking up or flaring bottles around. It's really exciting because when you start a Facebook or a Twitter account or Instagram with the business, you can see it grow from the ground up. Having the actual business knowledge from CBE and the frameworks and the theories behind it. It's exciting because you want to get the word out there so you can really see the results. And it's really about word of mouth, especially here in Canberra. So that we've just been trying really hard to get positive feedback from every client we've had. It's great fun. I think looking back, I've learned so many things from different areas. I think I recommend to anyone coming to universities, make the most of it, gain as much experience and get the best holistic experience that you can. Not just learning theory, but practical as well, mixed with outside work experience, using different frameworks to apply to all sorts of scenarios, and to think big, essentially. I've always wanted to think big, and the university experience has just helped that.